Welcome to the channel where we explore the depths of human experience and seek answers to the most important questions. Today, we will talk about something that seems to lie on the surface but eludes us in the hustle and bustle of everyday life. We will talk about beauty. No, not the kind you see on the covers of glossy magazines or in exotic landscapes. We're going to talk about the most subtle, almost whisper-quiet kind of beauty that hides in your ordinary, everyday life. Admit it. How many times have you caught yourself thinking that you are waiting for something special? Waiting for the weekend, vacation, a promotion, a dream come true? We so often live in anticipation of a big event that our ordinary days turn into a kind of intermediate stage, a boring background that we just have to endure. We scroll through social media feeds, admiring other people's perfect sunsets and exotic adventures, and our own unique moments seem dull and insignificant. We look for miracles far away, not noticing them right under our feet, outside our window, in our morning cup of coffee. But what if I told you that the greatest treasure, the deepest and most lasting joy, is not hidden in distant lands or unattainable peaks? What if it is literally spread in the air around you in every sound, every smell, every touch of your most ordinary day? Today, we are going on a journey, not a journey around the world, but a journey within ourselves to recalibrate our inner radars and learn to see, feel, and appreciate this inconspicuous but pervasive beauty. This will not be just an inspiring reflection, but a practical guide to transforming your everyday life. Ready? Then let's go. Diagnosis. Why don't we see beauty in the ordinary? Before we start looking for beauty, let's understand why we so often miss it. It's not your fault. It's the peculiarities of the modern world and our own brains that have created some rather insidious traps. 1. Information noise and digital addiction. We live in an era of unprecedented information flow. Every minute, we are bombarded with notifications, news, advertisements, and other people's lives on social media. Our brains are overloaded. As a result, we become blind to the details of the world around us. Online worlds offer bright, instant stimuli that make our real world seem dull. Studies show that the average person checks their smartphone about 80 times a day. This constant switch of attention destroys our ability to concentrate deeply and perceive. When our attention is constantly fragmented, we cannot notice the subtle nuances that make up everyday beauty. We see but do not observe. We hear but do not listen. 2. Hedonic adaptation, the eternal pursuit of more. Our brain is amazing, but it has one flaw: hedonic adaptation. This is a psychological phenomenon in which we quickly get used to pleasant events or things, and their emotional impact diminishes over time. Bought a new car? The first few days are euphoric, but after 6 months, it's just a means of transportation. Got that long-awaited promotion? Joy quickly gives way to new tasks and routine. As psychologists explain, hedonic adaptation served us in evolutionary terms. It motivated us to seek new resources and strive for improvement. But in today's world, where basic needs are often satisfied, it forces us to constantly seek new, stronger stimuli to feel alive. Ordinary moments, such as a delicious breakfast or bird singing, cease to elicit delight because the brain expects something bigger. We constantly raise the bar for our happiness, and everyday life just doesn't measure up. 3. Negative bias. This is another evolutionary feature. Our brain is designed to notice threats, problems, and potential dangers first. This helped our ancestors survive. Well-known studies in psychology show that we perceive negative events and emotions much more strongly and for longer than positive ones. For example, one rude word can ruin your mood for the whole day, while 10 compliments can be quickly forgotten. This negative bias means that our brain automatically scans the environment for problems. Where's the traffic jam? What's wrong with this report? Why am I so sad? In this stream of negativity, beauty and harmony are easily overlooked. 4. Destination addiction. Psychologist Robert Waterman coined the term destination addiction to describe people who believe that happiness awaits them somewhere in the future after achieving a certain goal. When I finish this project, when I buy a house, when I lose weight, when I get married, we put our lives on hold, waiting for the perfect moment. This mindset robs us of the opportunity to live fully in the here and now. Every ordinary day is perceived as the road to happiness, rather than happiness itself. And of course, on the road to our cherished goal, we rarely pay attention to the flowers by the roadside or the amazing shapes of the clouds. We are focused on the final destination, flying past the most precious moments. So, we see that the inability to see beauty in the ordinary is not a sign of your callousness, but rather a side effect of the adaptive mechanisms of the brain and modern life. But the good news is that these mechanisms can be reconfigured. We can learn to bypass these traps and reopen our eyes to the splendor of the world that has always been with us. Part 2, Resetting Perception, or the Art of Seeing. How can we reset our perception? How can we regain our capacity for wonder and delight? The key lies in developing several skills and changing our inner philosophy. 1. Mindfulness, the gateway to the present. Mindfulness is at the heart of all practices. It is not esoteric, but a scientifically proven method of training attention. Dr. Jon Kabat-Zinn, founder of the Mindfulness-Based Stress Reduction (MBSR) program, defines mindfulness as awareness that arises through intentional attention to the present moment, without judgment. This means that we actively choose to be here and now, noticing everything that is happening inside us and around us without clinging to thoughts or evaluating them as good or bad. How does it work? When you practice mindfulness, you train your attention muscle. You learn to stop the internal dialogue that constantly pulls you into the past, regrets, analysis, or the future, planning, worry. Instead, you simply are present. Example, imagine you are drinking your morning tea or coffee. Instead of going over your to-do list in your head, try to focus on the moment. Feel the warmth of the cup in your hand. Notice the steam rising from the surface. Inhale the aroma, its complexity. Take a sip of your drink and notice its temperature, texture, and flavor notes. This is mindful drinking, and in this simple act, you can discover a whole universe of sensations that usually go unnoticed. 2. The power of observation. Activating all the senses. Beauty is not only visual, it is multidimensional. We are accustomed to relying mainly on sight, but the world is full of wonders accessible through all our sensory channels. Sight. Stop and look. Look at the pattern of cracks in the asphalt, the play of light on the wall, the intricate structure of a leaf on a tree, the shape of the clouds. Notice the colors, shades, and shadows. Have you ever noticed, for example, how complex and unique the pattern of each snowflake or fingerprint is? These ordinary things are works of art created by nature. Herein, turn off the music and listen. What sounds surround you? The noise of the street, birds singing, the hum of the refrigerator, the ticking of the clock, the whisper of the wind, the sound of your own breathing. Every sound is part of the symphony of life. Smell. Smells have the tremendous power to evoke memories and emotions. The smell of freshly brewed coffee, wet asphalt after rain, freshly cut grass, an old book, clean laundry. Allow yourself to take a deep breath and recognize these aromas. Touch. Feel the texture of your clothes, the coolness of the water when you wash your hands, the warmth of the sun's rays on your skin, the smoothness of stone, the softness of a wool blanket. Tactile sensations ground us and bring us back to our bodies. Taste. Food is not just fuel, it is a complex experience. Eat slowly, savoring every bite. Distinguish between sweetness, acidity, bitterness, and saltiness. Feel the texture and temperature. By tasting mindfully, you turn eating into a small celebration. 3. Rethinking the ordinary. The philosophy of wabi-sabi. Why do we consider something ordinary? Because it is familiar. But familiar does not mean unattractive. In Japanese aesthetics, there is a concept called wabi-sabi, which teaches us to find beauty in imperfection, incompleteness, simplicity, and transience. It is a beauty that arises from the natural process of aging, wear and tear, and the traces of time. A rusty fence, a worn wooden bench, a crack in your favorite cup, a fallen autumn leaf. All of these things have their own special, profound beauty, if we learn to see it. Wabi-sabi calls us not to chase after the ideal, but to accept the world as it is, with all its fleeting imperfections. This is what is real and alive. Look at these things through the eyes of an artist, through the eyes of a child seeing the world for the first time. Is the sunrise that happens every morning any less majestic because it is ordinary? No, it is simply familiar, and our task is to regain that feeling of first sight for the practice of gratitude. When we look for beauty, we inevitably come to a sense of gratitude. Numerous studies in positive psychology, in particular the work of Dr. Robert Emmons, have shown that the regular practice of gratitude significantly increases happiness, improves physical health, and strengthens social connections. When you actively look for things to be grateful for, whether it's a warm blanket, a cup of hot tea, a stranger's smile, or simply the ability to breathe, you train your brain to notice the positive aspects of life. And beauty is one of those positive aspects. Thus, reframing your perception is not magic, but purposeful training. It is a conscious choice to see the world not through the prism of habit and vanity, but through the lens of attention and gratitude. This allows us to regain the fullness of life. Part 3. The Science of Beauty. Why does it work? You may be thinking, that all sounds great, but it's just pretty words. Not at all. There is a serious scientific basis behind this ability to see beauty in everyday life. Our brain is an incredibly plastic organ, and we can reprogram it to become our ally in the pursuit of happiness and well-being. 1. Neuroplasticity. The brain that learns to see beauty. Neuroplasticity is the brain's ability to change its structure and function in response to experience. This means that our brain is not static. It is constantly rebuilding itself, forming new neural connections and strengthening existing ones. When you consciously practice observation, awareness, and gratitude, you literally create and strengthen new neural pathways in your brain. The more often you seek and find beauty, the easier and more natural it becomes, your brain begins to automatically scan the world around you for positive stimuli rather than focusing on the negative. It's like a muscle. The more you train it, the stronger it becomes. 2. Dopamine, a motivator for seeking positivity. Our brain has a complex reward system, a key element of which is the neurotransmitter dopamine. Dopamine is often associated with pleasure, but in fact it is more related to motivation and anticipation of reward. When you find something beautiful or grateful, even if it's something small, like perfectly frothed milk in your coffee, your brain releases a small amount of dopamine. This micro-reward reinforces the behavior. You feel a slight satisfaction, and your brain remembers, yeah, that's good. Let's do that again. In this way, the search for beauty becomes a pleasant cycle of self-sustaining behavior, gradually reprogramming your reward system. It doesn't require huge doses of dopamine like gambling or harmful habits, but it creates a sustainable, healthy sense of satisfaction. 3. Serotonin and stress reduction, improving mood and well-being. Mindfulness and gratitude practices focused on perceiving beauty also affect other neurotransmitters. Serotonin, known as the happiness hormone, plays a key role in regulating mood, sleep, and appetite. Positive emotions triggered by the perception of beauty and gratitude contribute to healthy serotonin levels. In addition, research shows that mindfulness reduces levels of cortisol, the stress hormone. When you slow down and focus on the present moment, the parasympathetic nervous system, responsible for rest and digestion, is activated, reducing the fight or flight response associated with stress. Less stress means more inner peace and a greater ability to notice the subtle nuances of beauty. 4. Positive psychology, broaden and build theory. Dr. Barbara Fredrickson, one of the leading researchers in the field of positive psychology, developed the broaden and build theory. She argues that positive emotions, such as joy, interest, satisfaction, love, gratitude, don't just make us happy. They also broaden our mental and behavioral repertoire. For example, when you experience joy, you become more creative and open to new ideas. When you are grateful, you strengthen social bonds. Finding beauty in everyday life evokes precisely these positive emotions. And in the process of experiencing them, you not only feel better, but also develop personal resources. You increase your resilience to stress, improve your social skills, and develop empathy and creativity. It's like a snowball of positivity that grows with every drop of dew or smile you notice. So, the ability to find beauty is not just a pleasant habit. It is a powerful tool for improving your brain function, strengthening your mental health, and building a happier, more fulfilling life. It is an investment in your own well-being, backed by science. Part 4. Practical strategies. How to make it part of your life. Okay, we understand why it's important and how it works. Now let's get to the most important part. How to integrate this search for beauty into your everyday life. Here are some specific, easy-to-apply strategies. 1. Beauty hunt, a daily challenge. Start with a simple exercise. Set aside 5 to 10 minutes each day to actively hunt for beauty. This can be in the morning, during your lunch break, or before bed. Your task is to find 3 things that you find beautiful or that make you feel grateful. A pattern on a cup, the play of light on the wall, an unusual cloud shape, the sound of rain, a child's laughter, the way snow falls, the color of the sky, the shadow of a tree, an interesting pattern on a tile, the wrinkles around the eyes of a loved one. Don't let your brain dismiss them as too ordinary. Write them down in a journal or just remember them. Over time, you will begin to notice much more, and it will become a natural part of your day. 2. Sensory check-ins, micro breaks for the senses. Throughout the day, take short 30-second breaks for a sensory check-in. Choose one of your senses and focus on it. When you're standing in line, close your eyes for 10 seconds and listen to all the sounds around you. Or when drinking water, feel it flowing down your throat, its temperature, its freshness. If you are sitting, feel the pressure of the chair beneath you, the texture of your clothes. These micro breaks interrupt autopilot and bring you back to the present. 3. Turn your commute to and from work into meditation. Your daily commute can be a great opportunity to practice mindfulness. If you walk, notice the architecture of buildings, people, trees, flowers, clouds. Notice how the light, smells, and sounds change. Feel the ground beneath your feet. If you are traveling by public transport, instead of immediately reaching for your phone, look out the window. Observe the movement of the world, people's faces, the play of shadows. Notice how the landscapes change. This is a time when you can be completely with yourself, without distractions. 4. Ritualizing routine activities, elevating the mundane. Many of our daily activities seem boring to us, but they hold enormous potential for beauty and mindfulness. Cooking/making tea. Focus on the smells of the ingredients, the sound of boiling water, the tactile sensations of cutting vegetables or stirring tea. Turn it into a meditative ritual rather than just a task. Washing dishes, feel the warmth of the water, the glide of the soap, the texture of the plates. Many people consider washing dishes to be one of the best ways to meditate. Cleaning. Notice the process, how the vacuum cleaner collects dust, how the clean surface shines. Grace and purpose can be found in every movement. 5. Keeping a gratitude and beauty journal. This is a powerful tool for reinforcing habits. At the end of each day, write down 3 to 5 things you noticed and are grateful for. Today, I am grateful for the sunbeam falling on my book, a delicious hot cup of coffee, the birds singing outside my window that I heard in the morning. Reading this journal in a month or a year will show you how much your perception of the world has changed. Not only does it train your attention, but it also creates a positive psychological anchor. 6. Limit digital distractions. Consciously put your phone away, especially during meals, walks, or when communicating with loved ones. Create gadget-free zones in your home. The less external noise there is, the more likely you are to hear your inner voice and notice the world around you. Try spending 1 day a week doing a digital detox. You'll be surprised at how much you start to notice. 7. Beginner's mind, Shoshin. See anew. In Zen Buddhism, there is a concept called Shoshin, or beginner's mind. It means approaching any situation or object with openness, curiosity, and no preconceptions, as if you were seeing it for the first time. Try applying this to your life. Look at your partner, your child, your home, your commute to work, as if you were seeing them for the first time. What details will you notice? What feelings will arise? This approach breaks habits and allows you to rediscover the magic. These strategies don't require much time or effort, but using them regularly can radically change your outlook on life. They will teach you not just to live, but to experience life, enjoying its richness in every moment. So, we have gone from recognizing the problem to taking concrete steps to solve it. We have discovered that the inability to see beauty in everyday life is not a flaw, but rather the result of our brain's adaptation to the demands of the modern world. But we have also seen that this blindness is not a death sentence. Our brains are capable of change, and we can consciously retrain them to seek out and perceive beauty. The main conclusions from our reflection today are: 1. Beauty is not a rare exception. It is not hidden only in majestic mountains or on exotic beaches. It is everywhere, in the texture of an old tree, in the play of light on a kitchen table, in the sound of rain, in a child's smile, in the first cup of coffee. 2. Seeing beauty is a skill. It is not a passive perception, but an active act of attention that needs to be trained. The more you practice it, the stronger it becomes. 3. It is scientifically proven practices of mindfulness and seeking beauty affect the brain's neuroplasticity, activate the reward system, reduce stress, and improve overall well-being. It is not just spirituality. It is deep work with your brain. 4. Your ordinary day is not waiting for life. It is life itself. And every moment in it has the potential for joy, wonder, and deep satisfaction if you learn to notice it. Think about this. Every day is a unique, unrepeatable masterpiece. It will never happen again. We spend most of our lives in ordinary days. Isn't it worth making those days as rich, as alive, and as beautiful as possible? I propose a challenge. Don't put it off. Right now, when you finish watching this video, do one thing. Stop for a moment. Look around. Listen. Touch something. Try to find at least one tiny detail that you find beautiful or interesting, and just allow yourself to feel it for a moment. Don't analyze, don't judge, just be in the moment. Maybe it will be the pattern on your curtains, or the unusual shape of a cloud outside your window, or the warmth of a mug in your hands. Share in the comments below. What beautiful things did you notice today in your ordinary day? Your experience may inspire someone else. If this video touched you, please like it, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell so you don't miss our next reflections. Remember, the world is full of wonders. You just need to learn to see them. And that is the most wonderful skill you can acquire. Thank you for being with me. See you next time.